What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be giving this LS that's going in the RX8 a good scrub, a wash. As you can see, it's really dirty, hasn't had a clean probably forever. So we'll clean the engine, we'll also clean all of the accessories. Here they all are here. So as you can see, they're all caked with oil and whatnot. So we'll get the water blaster out, also get the degreaser, all that together, and then we'll start getting into it. I also just have to drag the engine out of the shop. It's dragging on the grass so doesn't make a huge mess, right? The motor's here, heads are here. What we'll do now is I'll set up the water blaster and the engine degreaser. I'll give it a full engine degrease, and then I'm just going to water blast it. So all good. Engine degreaser. Now let's just cover this, absolutely cover it. So now the degreaser's soaked in for a bit, I'll start to scrub it. Give it a good scrub. Still up in the places that's going to be hard to get. So as you can see, block's clean. What I'm going to do is just drag this behind you guys because there's some sun there and this will dry pretty quick. And then what we'll do is we'll lubricate it until we reassemble it. So easiest way to do it. Wouldn't do this with all engines, but it's just a dirty LS, so it's all good. So I'll just let it dry here. You can see it's in the sun. Look how clean it come up. So way better. So cleaning the heads up now. What we'll be doing is just engine degreasing, give it a good wash out with these, and then we'll be getting rid of all of the gasket seal and whatever else is on the heads. So we'll just give it a light sand back with some sandpaper on a piece of wood so it's nice and flat. Get rid of all of that, and then they'll be cleaned, ready for disassembly, so we can change the valve springs and then reassemble them obviously. But first things first is just give them a good clean so we're happy to work with them. Show you guys how dirty it is in here. Look at that. Absolutely filthy.
Artificial in Detroit.
So they're clean now. I've just given them a bit of scrub. I ended up using some Scotch Brite. So I'm going to leave these to dry, and while these dry, because obviously you need all this to be dry to be able to sand all of that out of there. So while these dry, I'm going to carry on and start washing all of this stuff. So man, it's never ending, but once this is all washed, we're on a home run, everything will be clean, and then we can go from there. So slowly getting there. Here's my little setup here. I just put it all in a tray. So what I'm going to do is just cover it in degreaser and let it sit for a little bit, soak, and then I'll start scrubbing and wash it all. So once it's all done, it's done. Got all this. So these coils and brackets don't need to be washed because obviously they're electrical. You don't want them getting wet. Look at this. Who the hell would paint all of that red, man? That is so tacky. But anyway, we'll get it, carry on washing it. And I still don't know what I want to do with the throttle body. I don't know if I'm going to use the stock inlet manifold or go after market, but for now let's just carry on washing this. Check how dirty this is. Far out. It's going to be fun to clean. So look, where a couple of hours of elbow grease gets you. I just wanted to show everyone that you can do it yourself. You don't have to use shops. Normally we would send all of this stuff off and the engine and that to be acid dipped if we needed all of the grime taken off it. But like I said, a couple of hours of elbow grease, engine degreaser, bit of water and a few brushes. It's come up good. So there's a little bit of grime in there, but I'm not even using these, so. But in saying that, you always want to clean up the parts so when they go on the shelf they're clean, otherwise you're just going to have a dirty work environment or storage space. But you can see the rear mains come up good, or this is what you call the rear main and plate. There goes the front crank or timing cover, whatever you want to call it. So that's all clean. I will be using that. The inlet manifold's clean, alternator, so yeah, it's all clean. And if we just come over here, the engine's all dried out now, so a lot of people probably wouldn't do it how I do. So as you can see, the RX8 LS is all cleaned up. I've sanded back all of the gasket glue and gasket or whatever was left on the block, so that's come up real nice and flat. How I done that was just a block of wood with a very light sandpaper, and I just sanded it back. Obviously the block of wood keeps it flat, so you don't start, you know, sanding random places so that it's not flat for the heads. I also sanded back the heads here, so they're all ready to go. So you can see there's a little bit of carbon and stuff built up in there, but I'm not worried about that. So what we'll do is we'll let all of this sit, dry off properly, change the valve springs, and then I can start reassembling this engine. The only issue is, after a good clean, I noticed that the cam bearings are all quite badly worn. So what we're going to do there is we'll replace all of the cam bearings. Unfortunately, I won't be doing that. You'll have to go to the shop for that, but it's not a biggie. So I'm going to sign out now, and the next video will be hopefully reassembling it with all its new goodies, and then we can start fitting it into the car. But like I said, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.